It is a grey and cloudy morning at the Joburg Market. The sounds of delivery trucks, taxis and pallet jacks moving large produce from one location to another pollute the air. Many people from all over Gauteng come to this large market to make their purchases at an affordable price. According to the Economics Global Food Security Index, South Africa is ranked number 59 out of 113 countries that are food secure. This is a significant improvement from its previous 70th position, making South Africa the most food secure nation in the continent. However, although great progress has been made regarding food security, factors such as climate change, unemployment, and inflation have made access to affordable, nutritious food difficult. According to a report by the National Climate Adaptation, South Africa has experienced hotter weather conditions in the last 5 years, which has resulted in extreme weather patterns. This includes the increase in droughts and heat waves, which have affected the agricultural sector. These changes have not only complicated the production patterns and quantity produced by farmers, but has also increased the price of food, affecting low-income households who often resort to cheaper and non-nutritious alternatives. According to the Household Affordability Index, this year alone, there's been a 13% increase in the cost of nutritious foods. Places such as the Joburg Market have played a crucial role in access to affordable food and employment. The market, which provides the widest variety of mass fresh produce, ranging from fruits and vegetables to meat, is the one-stop destination for street vendors, retailers, and households, to name a few. The market has over 5,000 farmers who transport and trade fresh produce. In July this year, the wholesale price for 10 kilograms of onions and 6 kilograms of tomatoes cost 68 Rand 73 cents and 67 Rand 27 cents, respectively. Whereas as retailers, these same items were sold for 86 Rand 80 cents and 117 Rand 16 cents in the same month. Acting manager and salesman Prijesh Patel explains the role the Joburg Market plays in assisting farmers.
So the Johannesburg fresh produce market is divided into 3 sections, which is vegetables, fruits, and the potato and onions. Any farmer can send produce to us. There are different companies and agencies. It is a government-run sector, and all farmers are welcome to send. What the market does is they just take a percentage, and our companies as the agencies take a percentage of admin fees and everything for the handling of the money. The market and the companies are connected to one company named APAC. And that's what connects the market and the farmers and everyone, and checks all if legal terms are put aside and everything's done properly.
Patel goes on to explain the significance of the market and how it benefits farmers.
It is very important for the farmers to come in and we can supply to the direct public. So it's more like for the farmers to find their proper place for selling their produce and everything. Because a lot of people are going direct and stuff, farmers are struggling. So the market has been a good place.
According to Patel, the increase in inflation in the last year has negatively impacted farmers and the market. This is due to it placing greater financial pressure on farmers, with some even shutting down as a result, and has therefore reduced the supply of produce available.
Inflation has done a lot of damage to the farmers in terms of agriculture, because a lot of farmers, it doesn't pay them with the prices of diesel, packaging and everything. So there's a lot of farmers on the market, if you do look at them, have closed down because of inflation and the prices being up. And that's killing our sector here. Because sooner or later we're not going to have produce because of the inflation, and the price on seeds go up, the packaging goes up, everything goes up. So that's a big problem the farmers are having right now with the inflation.
Elements such as climate change have also affected farmers and the market alike, with many having to implement new technology that aid mitigate the harsh weather conditions, such as droughts and floods, which have affected traditional farming methods. As an outcome of these changes, there's been a significant jump in the price of food. Patel explains that climate change has impacted the market daily due to the extreme change in weather conditions all throughout the country.
On cold days, farmers are not going to have growth on their plants. On rainy days, farmers cannot pick their produce. So if we look at the map of South Africa, it might be raining in Limpopo, but it might be a bit cloudy somewhere else, so they can pick their produce and the others can't. So whatever comes in is going to be very less, and the price is going to be high because there's not much. Like if you look how big this market is, if I've given you, like let's talk about spinach. Everyone eats spinach and it's very common. If there's only 100 bunches of spinach in the whole market, then the price is obviously going to lift. But on sunny days where the spinach is growing and everyone's picking, there's 1,000. Then the prices are dropping because we can't get sales. So it's always affecting us on a daily basis. It's more or less like a climate plus supply and demand market. So it depends on all that also.
These factors have affected consumers such as Derek Swart, a pensioner who buys groceries once a month and looks for bargains. Swart often buys his monthly groceries from fruit and vegetable markets such as Food Lovers and the Honeydew Market Gardens.
I'm a pensioner with very small budget, so I shop around to find the best bargains. I find there's certain things like cheese I can get here at the best price, sometimes eggs, and sometimes some of the fruit is sweet, so I buy that here. Then I look at this fish shop and the other one just down the road there, see who's got the cheapest fish, and then
Swart goes on to share the effects of inflation and how the consistency in salaries amid the increased cost of living has made affording life even more difficult.
Well, I think it affects all pensioners who are on a fixed income, and all people for that matter who are on a fixed income. And I think that salaries haven't even remotely kept up with inflation, which makes it very hard for everybody.
There is, however, some positivity, and that is the independence and income the market has created for South Africans who have made a living from selling produce to consumers. Regina Mthimkhulu has been selling produce such as potatoes and cabbage in Kempton Park since 2007. Mthimkhulu says that she doesn't want to work for anyone and is only interested in business, explaining that she chose to sell these items due to them selling quickly.
I choose this one because I know that this one is fast than other stuff. So this one every day, everything, like clothes, sometimes people are buying clothes on month end, but these things they're buying each day.
Mthimkhulu, however, explains how though she is earning money from the sale of the produce, the change in inflation and the cost of food has affected her business.
It's not the same, that each day there's stuff that's changing. Like now, things that are expensive, onions, tomato, they're expensive.
Nevertheless, Mthimkhulu instead reduced the quantity of her stock to ensure the prices do not change. The increase in the cost of food is a major concern that needs to be tackled. And although we have wholesale markets and street vendors that sell food at an affordable price, 47% of the South African population still depends and relies on social grants that are provided by the state. These grants barely afford many households the average household basket of 4,775 Rand 59 cents. Even though efforts are being made at the grassroots and state level, more work and collaborations need to be made to encourage employment that will grant many an income to better afford more nutritious food items. This podcast episode is a part of the 2022 in-depth reporting project, The Climate Crisis is Here. The full project with articles and other multimedia can be viewed on witsvuvuzela.com. This is a project produced by the Honours in Journalism class at the Wits Centre for Journalism.